Hello, let's look at basic data analysis in one-click survey. Basic analyses are possible directly in the application, namely in the Analyses Statistics tab. Here we can see the summary, descriptive statistics and frequencies. We can also create crosstabs, multitables, a table of means, or a break. Before presenting each of the listed analyses, let's look at some basic settings. We can display all units or only valid ones, where the respondent answered at least one question. Data can be filtered according to various filters. In the settings, we can specify the display of certain categories. We can hide, e.g. system questions. We can also set the number of decimals for numbers. With the icon on the top right, we can export all the tables in different formats or create a link to the analysis we can share with others. In the tables, by clicking on the three dots, we can also access other display options. Above the table, we can change the variable type to nominal or ordinal. By clicking on Valid, we can see the missing values. Now let's look at each of the basic analyses. Summary. The summary shows the analysis of all questions in the survey and is adapted to the type of variables. Descriptives. Descriptive statistics, including the number of valid units, the number of all units, average or percentage, standard deviation, minimum and maximum are displayed here for all the variables in one table. Frequencies. Here the frequency is displayed for each question, which means how many times this answer was chosen. The percentage means how many percent of all respondents chose an answer, and the valid percentage means how many percent of respondents, of those who answered the question, chose a certain answer. Crosstabs. Here we can create two-dimensional contingency tables and see whether there is a connection between the variables. We choose an independent variable, e.g. gender, and a dependent one, e.g. do you practice any sport? We can see from the table that men practice sports more often than women. Cells are darkly coloured. From the legend we can see that the association is significant, negative for women who practice less and positive for men who practice more. We can also see the chi-square values, percentages, residuals along with the legend, and the chart. Multitables. These are multi-dimensional tables where we can select two or more variables. We drag the variables we want to add to the Add Variable field. We remove them by clicking on the minus. By clicking on the pencil, the table can be renamed or deleted. A new table can be added by clicking on the plus sign. By clicking on the wheel, we can set the display of additional values, e.g. percentages. Means. With this option, we can calculate means by groups. We choose an independent variable, e.g. gender, and a dependent variable, how many hours per week do you train on average? We can see that men train more hours on average than women. Below the overall average is shown. Means can also be displayed in a chart. Break. Here we can run analyses of all variables according to the categories of the control variable. From the drop-down menu, we select the variable by which we want to control or break our data, e.g. gender. Two-dimensional tables are created with all the questions, where gender is the independent variable. We can also display percentages or charts. This was a display of basic analyses in the one-click survey application.